Hey, what's going on, guys? Brandon here with Texas Plinking with another Random Range Day episode. The Barrett M107, I got this not too long ago, and I've only made one video with it. This is gonna be the second and last of the, we'll call it silly videos, where I equipped it in a very ridiculous way. I made a video where I put a $300 Arkin Optics scope on it and shot it to 1,000 yards to see if that budget optic was the limiting factor. And that was a fun video. Check it out if you haven't already. Then I said I wanted to equip it with a budget thermal, and that's what we're gonna do here. Also, between that time of the last video, this finally came in, and this is the Barrett QDL suppressor. I haven't shot it with this thermal yet. I hope it could even be zeroed, given that this is a 27, I believe, MOA rail. This is the DNT Optics Thermite. It's the least expensive of all of them, but it's got digital day, digital night. But in this video, we're only gonna shoot with thermal. It's got onboard recording too, so you guys are gonna see what I'm seeing. Suppressed thermal 50. I don't know if that's been done on YouTube before, but very, very Battlefield Call of Duty setup here. It's ridiculous. So I say we try to zero it unsuppressed, get a little feel for how it is unsuppressed again. And I'm really curious how much quieter we can really make it with this suppressor. I heard it makes it like an unsuppressed 308. We'll see. I'm gonna go for this target initially here. All right, let's put it on there. There it goes. Flip that thing around pretty good. Now you see the hot spot on the steel itself. The way this mounts up, I would have expected more, but yeah, as long as that Barrett logo's up, the brakes off to the side, we go over these little ears here like that, and now we just spin this, and we grab as many teeth as we can. There's no wobble. That should be mounted. First time shooting suppressed 50. All right, we're recording in here. All right, let's see. That's pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Rocked the hell out of that steel for sure. But as far as recoil to me, about the same recoil. I'm not blasted with dirt, so that's the biggest benefit so far. All right, that's my buddy Isaac, and he's gonna get down there. You haven't even shot a 50 ever before, have you?
No.
And your first impressions with some thermal and suppressed?
Well, see how it goes.
Dude, that sounds pretty cool.
That's not bad at all.
Just for fun, I took my hearing protection off, and I'm now probably, I don't know, 50 yards away from him. So curious what it sounds like from here. That sounds freaking cool. That does not sound like a 50 at all. All right, so the water must be cooler temperature just because they're darker here. Let's start with this one here. There should be one here. It's a little harder to see because it's all cooler there. Oh yeah. This can actually, I would argue, is much quieter than an unsuppressed 308. That's what a lot of people had said, and I think it's better than that, and it sounds really, really cool. I don't know if it's gonna come off on camera, but it's pretty badass. This was fun as well. This was just for the sake of YouTube. Put the DNT Thermite on there, which is a budget thermal. Kept it zero. It is 50 BMG rated, and so I thought, well, hell, I'll test it, and it's actually pretty fun. Been showing them on the channel quite a bit, but once again, if you guys want one, I'll put a link in the description. Texas Plinking as a coupon code, saves as much as possible, so check them out. I've been recommending them, but now that I've tried on a 50, hell yeah, brother. All right, let's move on. All right, up next, we got the PSA JAKL in 300 Blackout. JAKL's been out for a while now, but I haven't had one in 300, and I got it equipped with my OSS HX762 Ti, and then got another DNT. This is the Hydra HS225 thermal. And this is fun just because, once again, I can start recording here. Yeah, one of the more economic thermals they offer. So go ahead and slap some steel around here. I didn't get the most precise zero on it. Oh, there we go. Probably got a zero. I think it's low still.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hit those jugs there. Just went right through it. Oh yeah, it's a little low. Lame. We need some hollow points. All right, moving on. This is the Desert Tech Wolverine. And I've showcased back before, it was the MDRX quite a bit. I had it in 300 Blackout as well as 5.56. But this is the newest thing, the Wolverine, and it shred quite a bit of weight off of the other platform. But in case you guys are unfamiliar with the two platforms entirely, this is a semi-automatic bullpup rifle, and it's also multi-caliber, but this right now is in 5.56. It doesn't take too much to make them multi-cal to 308, 65 Creedmoor, 300 Blackout, whatever else. But yeah, compared to the MDRX, a lot lighter for sure. Thing looks really cool in flat dark earth, but yeah, let's go ahead and cycle this one up. And then it's on safety. You got fire selector here, bolt release here, mag release. That's kind of the cool thing, even though it's a bullpup. Just a straight index finger and drops the mag like an AR-15. Bullpups are not known to have great triggers, but as it goes, this one's one of the better ones out of the box. And I got my HX 556 Ti suppressor on there, so plink around a little bit.
Not bad.
Not bad, yeah. How does it run?
Good. It actually is surprisingly pretty decent. Trigger's not bad at all either.
Yeah, for a bullpup anyway.
Yeah, compared to what the other ones run like.
All right, this is not a new gun, just hasn't been showcased in a while, but I'm trying to give it some, not quite redemption, but let me explain myself. This is the BNT APC 9K. It's a really cool little subcompact PCC, and as small as it is, that's with this suppressor, so imagine it just this. Really cool compact gun. But I'll be honest, I haven't liked it as much as I wanted to. I don't think I've ran it in the way I wanted to either. I was messing with other suppressors that I'm not a fan of, but this is one of my favorite 9mm cans. It's a Dead Air Mojave 9. And so we're gonna go ahead and run it with some different ammo as well. This is a Vortex Defender XL, and I've been liking this one quite a bit as well. But we're running some Staccato 124 range ammo, so we're gonna try it out like this, and then I'm really curious what it's gonna be like subsonic. But in short, I guess I can't expect too much just because the small form factor of this thing, but it's a kind of a violent little poppy 9mm. Just that direct blowback just kind of pops you. This isn't really the most comfortable cheek weld, but for what it is, it's just the sub gun, that better to have and not need kind of thing. But as a range toy, also pretty cool too. It's sweet. I mean, it stays on target well. It's just like, it just pops you kind of quickly on the chin. That's all. Let's try subsonics. Curious what it changes. All right, now I got 15 rounds of some Staccato match, and that is 136 grain. I think that's flying out at like, what is one? I think they changed out the time here. 990 feet per second on this one, particularly. And let's see what changes. Still got my ears on, but we'll see. I'm not gonna lie, it feels the exact same as the Supers. So that's just down to this gun. Just a little bit poppy and violent, a little bit. Not bad. Again, like, we just gotta remember that this is not a MP5, it's direct blowback and it's tiny and cool. But yeah, just not as flat shooting as I would like, but I do like it better in this configuration with this particular suppressor.
Since you said the chin thing, I did notice it was kind of
It's just
hit me a little bit.
Just a piece of metal just hitting you a little, that's all. Yeah. But hey, it looks cool.
Better than meat hitting you in the face, right?
Springfield Armory Prodigy has been out for some time now, 2.5, 3 years or so. This is the compact version though, and it fits in my Staccato CS holsters and everything like that. So proportionally, it's about the same as a Staccato CS. 15 round mags, and see what it's all about. Might have to bring it just slightly down, but it's not too bad. Oh, I like that. I'm not gonna lie. It's nice. It's not a flat shooting gun like you would think a full-size 2011 would be, but it's not really meant to be the characteristics of a full-size 2011. It is fast. It cycles fast, and it kind of lands just right where you leave it. All right, up next and lastly, we got the Ross Martin. This is the RM1S. I showcased the C before, but the S is just slightly smaller. And what they are, in a nutshell, is strike-fire polymer frame 9mm pistols made on the everyday carry side of things for sure. But yeah, the price point is just very, very fair. They're not Turkish or anything. It says Dallas, Texas right on the side here. It's an American company. The price point's really, really fair, and they all come with an optic plate. And as long as I've had my other one, no failure, nothing like that. I would say no thrills, but it has some stuff going for it. And they just released some threaded barrels recently as well, so it'd be fun to get my hands on it. But as far as this one here, the RM1S, definitely compact. This kind of lips up a little bit. I can get my hand in there just a little tighter, but again, for the purpose of what this is, it is a carry pistol. So that being said, what I remember with the other one is it was pretty confidence inspiring for the size. We went down in size a little bit, so let's see what we got here. Not utilizing the optic plate. We got the irons on here, so let's see. That's not too bad. I mean, it's a 9mm of this size polymer frame, so it has some rise to it, but it's really easy to hold on to and just land back on target. So again, for EDC, you know me, I'm usually showcasing some suppressed 50 cals with thermal and stuff. But when we talk about EDC, it's hard for me to like them typically, but for this and the price point, it's easy to like.
Not bad, but yeah, definitely that little angle right there helps. Because it is, yeah, I mean, a polymer, smaller gun. So it is definitely snappy, but honestly not super bad. And it is, I was pretty surprised it comes optic ready with at the price point that it's at.
Well guys, that does it for this video. Again, there's not really a whole lot of rhyme and reason on when I'm gonna make a random range day, but when I do, it's definitely random. Started off with the M107 suppressed with some thermal, and actually, to my surprise, worked out. Had to max out, or nearly max out, the elevation adjustment just because of that rail, but hey, we got it zeroed on there, and it sounds pretty cool. JAKL 300 blackout, suppressed, was fun too. Just everything here, just all kinds of stuff. If you guys want anything in particular from the past that you've seen, you want me to resurface or anything new, let me know. We'll get on it for the next random range day. But that does it. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys next time.